Sorry for the delays, everyone. I think we should get to it. I hope you guys are doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty good too. And yeah, I haven't been streaming in a little while. It's mostly just a thing of feeling a little bit tired and, well, also some internet issues I've had in the previous while, but I think that's all sorted now, so yeah, I think we can naturally get back into the swing of things when it comes to streams. Hey, Hangman Page's theme's playing. Good song to start with tonight. But yeah, I hope you guys have been doing lovely in my absence. Just been doing a few bits and bobs. As well as that, I've actually been helping out with a fellow creator, Mad Dog. I've been helping him with TCW, so if you've been seeing this, well, this masked face, then you kind of know what's up. Yeah, I've been doing some stuff for Mad Dog and TCW. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, go do so. Some of the most fun streams out there. But yeah, tonight I just feel in the mood to just chill, relax a little. I haven't streamed in a bit, so yeah. Oh, I think my webcam placement's a bit not great. Yeah, here we go. I think that works out. Well, yeah, as you may notice, the goals have now changed. Now it's just one little goal thing up there. Why? I don't know. I saw Twitch now had their own goal set thing, so I just set everything to that. Alright, let me check my audio settings. Oh, apparently it's good. Apparently we're good. Which I think is a good thing. Let me check how much volume the PC is. It's, yeah, it's good. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But, yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a chill night tonight. Playing some Atari. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play some Atari 50. So, I think that's enough dilly-dallying. Let's just get to it. The funny thing is, I've waited basically since this whole thing to do it, so, yeah. Do it up. Let's pray that we can get it going. Alright, here we go. Man, I'm excited about this. Honestly, I do enjoy me a bit of retro stuff, so I'm excited for this. I'm on PC, don't be sick about it. Please check the volume here on the game. Yep. Okay. Let's begin, folks. Have you played Atari today? I haven't. So there's a lot here. There is a lot here that we can look at. So we're gonna go through as much as I can. So yeah, oh Slappy, it's good to see. I'm disappointed I'm not seeing a Coconut Mall speedrun. I'd love to attempt it one day. That is definitely gonna be something I might consider attempting. But it's good to see you there, mate. Hope you've been doing well. And last night was just crazy, I tell you. It just was. But yeah, tonight for my first stream back, I thought I'd start a bit chill and play some Atari 50. That's right. Let's see what we got. This is a very long game with a lot of stuff, so. And I think it's like a bit more documentary stuffing, so let's see what we got to start with. Ooh, there's a game library button. I like that. Good choice, bud. Yeah, I've been waiting to play this, honestly. I've I've had for a little while. I've just waited for the right moment to check it out, but now is the right moment. Alright, what are we starting with? Computer space. You can zoom in, huh? Okay, so this is what this computer space cabinet looked like. Looks very, I don't know, 70s? I mean, this is the 70s after all from it, but yeah, it's a very interesting cabinet, I'll tell you that much. Right. Let's see what we got here. Bit of a paragraph about the thing. And what do we got here? Ooh, Pong. So you can zoom and play. Well, I haven't played Pong in a little bit, so let's play some Pong. Nice and simple. Play. Boop, boop, boop. Right, how do we start? Okay, here's a start. Oh, I see. It's to play both sides of the same joystick. So there's no AI? Okay, let me see what sayings there are. View flyer. Oh, I can view the flyer. Controls. Yes, controls. Just movement, start, and game option. Yeah, it very much feels like it was meant for two people on the same controller. Ooh, did switch things. Anything? Winning score, pad, color mode. I can set the color. I don't know if that'll help, but good. Paddle range and wrap glitch. Okay. Huh, so you can't really play it like as a one player against the AI. You have to go like, oh, yeah, see? Trying to move both joysticks like this is just like, oh, I finally got something down. Okay, come on. Come on. Down. I love this, just like how ridiculous it is to like use both joysticks to play a single game of Pong. Yeah, I don't see any way of that properly working. If I'm able to, I'll have to check online to see if like that's the thing with the arcade version. It's probably a thing with the arcade version. If there's probably a 2600 version on this that will have it, so yeah, but neat to see Pong here. Let's zoom at the cabinet. Look at that wood. That's a lot of wood. Like, this is the age of wood. Like, everything was made with like wood paneling and that kind of thing, so it's like, it's pretty impressive for the era, I'd say. And it kind of gives that Monolith from 2001-esque quality to it, where it's like, you just can't look away at it. So, yeah. Ooh, we can go downward. Ooh, Doko. The birth of Pong. It's about 2 minutes. I think we can spend 2 minutes watching this. Let's take a look. Birth of Pong.
You know what the Atari motto is? Innovative leisure, right? Well, it didn't say innovative arcade games.
Huh.
It didn't say innovative video games. It said innovative leisure. It was broad from day one. I mean, Nolan always had a consumer game in his mind because that's what he hired me to do. And I wound up doing the wrong thing and making a hit coin-op game, right? When I was at Ampex, I learned how to make sync generators, synchronizing, the basic fundamental circuit necessary to get a TV signal, because we had to generate an analog signal.
Okay.
So you do that, and you get the ball at one speed, and you put paddles up, and it's a very, very boring game. And so I added the speed up, and I added the angles off of that, just, you know, to make it playable, interesting. And so it started getting a little interesting. That's cute. And Nolan said, well, it's got to have score. We had a pretty good game, and hey, great. So what are you gonna do for sound? I go, sound? I'm already over budget. What am I gonna do? Nolan said, well, I want the sound of a roar of a crowd of thousands applauding your win. And Ted said, I want boos and hisses. And I'm thinking, how do I do that? Listen, I got video, I got the goddamn game up. Now you wanted me to do this. I'll be right back. So I pissed around for a day and poked around sounds that already existed in the vertical sync generator and gated them out with the 555 timer. Okay. I love it. Years later, the sound is so well thought out, so appropriate. It was like, are you kidding me? It was just, you know, just thrown together in spite of what the boss said. And so that was how Pong came to be.
Okay. That's kind of interesting, because it's like, Pong is one of those games, it's like so simple, but it works really well. I really impressed to hear that, Al. Ooh, what do we got here? Promotional flyer. Okay. Video skill game, huh? A 2-player video skill game. Well, yeah, obviously it's 2-player. There's no AI in it. But, man, Pong is just one of those games, just look at it and it's like, you know what it is. You know how it's played. It's Pong. Everyone knows how to play Pong. It's like, it's simple, but it works. Pong doubles. Yeah, I gotta see this image. Pong doubles. And look, you got everybody together, just being quite happy about it. That's what I can see, just everybody being happy. Which is a pretty good thing. And Puppy Pong? What? Wait, was this a real thing? What? So it was a real thing. It's like Pong for kids. Wow, I never knew that. Huh. Got all these screenshots and it's like, huh. Like, I don't even know what to say looking at this. It's just, I guess this was the first kids game? If that's the better term of the word? Wow, that's really intriguing. Wow. Oh, another flyer. Pong by Atari. And you just got the Pong cabinet wishing up to space. And then you got a black and white version. Because of course there was a black and white version. Color in that era, I think, was like still primitively expensive? That's the best way to put it? Okay, let me see if there were more images to some of the other things. No. Right. Oh, there's some more video stuff. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to get around to every last little video here, but there's a lot here. There is a lot here. So, what do we got here? Another 4-minute video. The Legend of the Broken Pong Machine. Oh, this sounds fun. I gotta see this. I'm really intrigued about all these little videos. Just, it's like so much stuff in this. I'm just really intrigued. Right. What do we got?
So everybody's heard the Pong story. probably everybody's heard the Pong story, but
Yeah.
I've heard it many times, and from Al Alcorn himself, who designed Pong. So,
The story I've heard is that they installed one of the first Pong machines in a tavern and let people play it as a test.
Put it out into an arcade and see if it makes money. I mean, that's the market research.
Makes sense.
My understanding was Ted built a cabinet, a tabletop, simple cabinet over the weekend. And a coin mech bolted to the side of the cabinet, tabletop type of big thing was sit on a barrel.
Placing a interactive video machine somewhere and having people play it was still a relatively new concept. Nobody knew if it was going to go.
Oh, what is the name of the bar in Palo Alto?
San Jose?
No, it was Andy Caps,
It was Santa Clara?
Sunnyvale.
So we'll put it in Andy Caps. You know, it's a coin-op game, be it fragile and humble, and so we did.
Well, my memory is that he gets a phone call, the game's busted, which of course is the usual thing you get on a support line. It doesn't work. What is it, and in what way does it not work? Well, it doesn't work.
The bar owner or manager at the time kind of yelled at them and like accused them of their game being shoddy because it had already broken down and it was no longer functioning or working.
And they get a call, you know, later on that night and like, hey, this fucking thing broke, you know. come and pick up this piece of shit game and get it out of here. You know, this fucking thing broke. You know, I'm not
How is this swearing at a PG game?
Anyway, the machine, we got the word that it stopped working, and I figured it could be anything, and I'd go out there and take a look at it. And so I went to the machine, and the first thing you do is you want to try to play the game, because the machine was on in a tracked mode, so it was working, but you couldn't start a game. So you open up the coin box to basically flip the micro switch to give yourself a free game, because I'm not going to waste a quarter, you know.
And so they went down to see what's wrong with the machine to fix it, and what they found out was that it wasn't broken, it was just that so many people had played it, they'd filled the coin box with quarters, and it was jammed, and it couldn't take any more.
So many people had played it that it couldn't accept any more money.
Wow.
The game is broken because it's stuffed so full of quarters.
Completely stuffed with quarters.
And it was a small, I remember it was kind of small, if I remember, it was a small space. It just filled up with the quarters and it wouldn't take it.
When I opened up the coin mech, you know, all these quarters just gushed out. So, whoa, that's impressive.
It's the equivalent of like crashing a server when you launch a new website and it's so popular. So they crashed the server on Pong.
And one of the other reasons it was also so popular is because you could play it with one hand while you're still holding a pint in your other hand. And that also was one of those things that, you know, eventually many years later led to the rise of the fun barcades that we have, you know, and we can enjoy now.
as Al will always say with a little, you know, twinkle in his eye, he goes, "This is a problem I can fix."
Basically, the way it worked was you take the money, the deal you have, and you split the take with the owner of the bar. And so I did that, and I had this sack of quarters, and the next day I come into work and I said, I got the machine fixed, and here's the problem. Goddamn thing's making too much money. And they're like, really?
But it was one of those great moments where something that supposedly was failing was actually such a huge success that no one could recognize. It was truly the ugly duckling version of technology.
Because remember, Nolan thought, he was like, this is just a placeholder until we get to design the really good game, because who's going to play this stupid shit-ass game?
They went on to produce all of these classic, memorable arcade titles for years that allowed the company to survive and be so much more than a one-hit wonder. So that's my understanding of the history of Pong.
It's a great story, if it's true.
When a story is good, you know there's some doubt about it. Like, well, that's too good to be really true. It's probably a boring version of it that's actually true.
You know, it sounds realistic to me. You know, I mean, I've kind of seen that happen in my own. And when you do get a really great game, the coins will just overflow, and you know, it's kind of a cool feeling.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's how that all happened. Yeah. Anyway.
You know, that's kind of impressive how, like, a game can be so successful that it makes so much money. Like, wow. Alright, so next game we got is Well, non-game here. It looks like we just got some images. We have a space race from the creators of Pong, and it's very much the era. It gives you, huh? Oh yeah, the gotcha one. Oh my god, I remember this one. Okay, so I think with this one, it just looks so wrong. Look at it. You look at it, it's like the guy's got the lady. Then, well, the machine has like nipples on it, like the most absurd nipple-looking controls on it, and then just whose idea was this for gotcha? Of all games, fucking gotcha. What the hell, Atari? But at least they went simpler with touch me. What the well, there's the cabinet. Yeah, I don't even know what to say here. Oh my god. Alright, what have we got here? Alright, we got some more details and stuff. Tank! It's a game where you're a tank shooting shit. That's all you really need to know. And it's from a company that the Atari looked like bought. Ooh, we've got a game we can play! Quadra Tank! Reimagined series? Never heard of the Reimagined series. Let's give this a go. Quadra Tank. Huh. Aw, GB, it is so good to see you. Hope you're doing well. MGB is cool, mate. I'm just glad to see you here today. Haha. Yeah, apparently Digital Eclipse has turned to the origins of combat with this 4-player reimagining of Tank. Players as individuals or teams have a choice of weapons, arenas, terrain, and game modes, including capture the flag! I'm intrigued. But yeah, we're playing Atari 50 today because I fell in the mood. It's alright. Okay, yep. Map 1, mode, combat, tanks. 1 human, 0 AI. 1 human, 1 AI. Yeah, that's how we're gonna go. 1 human, 1 AI. View will be single. Yeah, single screen's fine. Terrain normal. Teams no. Weapons default. Time 5 minutes. Score 5 points. Yeah, sure, let's go. Alright, so we're tank. Oh, I used the how am I supposed to move? Okay, so
speed.
Right, how does this even work? I'm trying to figure out the controls. How am I supposed to shoot this guy?
Range.
Control. Oh, fuck.
Health.
Yeah, well, how do these controls even work? I think these controls are complicated for their own sake.
Range.
Yeah, no. No. Yeah, I think these controls are complicated for their own sake. Yeah. Maybe I'll figure it out eventually, but... yeah, no. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to figure out these controls. But, it's interesting. That's all I can say. Alright, more details, 1975, and then we move on to the home version! Ah yes, the first Pong console. Telegames? This is the Sears one, right? Yeah, this is the Sears Telegames. So, yeah, it's basically Pong, but for the home. Ooh. Atari Pinball. Ooh, I'm intrigued. Atari's Pinball problem. Okay, I'm curious because I don't really think of pinball when I think Atari, so let's take a look. I'm definitely intrigued.
I mean, Atari really, why were they in the pinball business? You know, here they had this tiger by the tail of video games, you know, just this supernova of creativity and possibilities, and, you know, they were nailing it left and right, creating new genres every other week. Why would you mess around with pinball? You could tell our games were just not working, you know, and due to reliability, poor engineering, you know, thermal issues, issues of the games just falling apart, poor hardware design. You know, it just, I could see the writing was on the wall that we were going to go down. I mean, the pinball division was just a massive disaster. I mean, it was, you know, it's kind of the, you know, kind of the hubris of, you know, I guess Silicon Valley, even in that era, you know, was like, oh, these morons in Chicago, they make these crappy old games, you know, like, you know, we're going to redesign everything. We're going to put the display down in the bottom. We're going to, you know, put the boards, you know, underneath the play field so all the crap falls in and shorts out the things. And I mean, it was really horrific design, and they caught on fire. And, solenoids, they used this thing called rotary solenoids, which burned up and the screws fell out. And, you know, it was kind of a, you know, just a complete disaster as far as like design and also testing. And so there was a lot of games that caught on fire in the early days. So, but they made a lot of money when they were working. You know, I think the programming was awesome because I did it. You know.
You'd hope so. Atari getting into pinball. Okay, so it's interesting of an idea for Atari to be like, you know what we should do? Let's make a pinball table. So the Atarians. That's a bit of a terrible name. Time 2000. What even is this poster? It's like, it screams like 1970s. I'm looking at him like, what even is this? A new pinball. I don't believe you. You look at the table, it just looks like your standard pinball table. Nothing too special with it. I don't see the appeal of this table. I just don't. Okay, what's this one? This one is Airborne Avenger. Right, so it's a space one. Atari always seemed to know about graphic design of the era because it's like they really like those pastel colors, those sort of neons. And I like that. I think they really nailed the look. But very much, it's like, you look at the table, and it's like, yeah. Yeah. And the last table here is, Hercules! This sounds fun. You got a giant man looking like he wants to fight. Okay, I kinda like that one. Alright, what's next? Breakout! Oh, this is a good one. Let's take a look at the cabinet first. Yeah, this is a classic. I know. What was the story? Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, they were originally at Atari, and they developed this game, Breakout. Alright, how do you start this? Okay, D-pad? Oh, no. Right. There we go. Start. Fuck. Fuck. Here we go. Oh, God. Okay. How do I get more currency into play? I want to play more Breakout. Hello, Breakout? Start. Here we go, start. Go. Oh. Fuck. Damn it, my dumbass just keep failing at this. Okay, here we go. Okay, I like Breakout. This is one of those games that I can just play. It's like, yeah. Ugh. Come on, come on. Here we go, here we go. Okay, alright, we're getting the ball. We're getting the ball. We're finally getting someone. Oh, okay. Okay. I think this is the kind of game I'd play with like a mouse. Like, that's what I do when I play like Magic Ball or DX Ball. Or Rival Ball. Yeah, it's Breakout. We all know how Breakout works. You hit the ball. It's Breakout. It's a classic for a reason. What's this? Oh, it's a flyer. Alright, let's take a look. Breakout. And you got a prisoner looking to get out. Look at that cabinet, man. It's a good looking one. It's a pretty impressive game of the year. Neo Breakout? Okay, I'm intrigued. Neo Breakout. Okay, I'm curious. I'd like to go Breakout, new game. Okay, starting simple. Oh. Okay, good, good. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Oh. Alright, hit the ball. Hit the ball, hit. Come on, come on! Yep, okay, okay. One ball. Oh, come on, you. Hit the ball there. Hit the ball right here. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn ball, come on! There we go. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. This is just a classic game. It just... Breakout is one of those games you can just play and play and play. Like, it's so good. Finally got that. Only one block left. Only one left. Alright, come on. Come on, you. Get the damn ball. Get the damn ball. Come on. Okay, now I've just made an infinite loop. Oh. Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it. Oh. I spin. Oh, we got it. Alright. We're off to the third dimension. Okay. Ooh, now we've reached that third dimension. Oh. Okay, this is where things get interesting. Oh. Okay, yeah. Yeah, clearly it wasn't going to go well, but... I like it. Alright, put my name in the high score table. Alright, here's the exit. You know what I like Neo Breakout? That's a little bit neat. It's Breakout, just Neo. I mean, if you like regular Breakout, it's more Breakout. What more do you want? Alright, let's see what else we got. More information here. Ray Kassar. He looks pretty handsome, I'll tell you that much. Even if it's a black and white photo. Lots of info here. A fateful shirt. Okay. Ah, yes, Warners were there. A bunch of people, I know the story. A bunch of people did leave Atari, and they would go on to make Activision, which is now being bought by Xbox, so yeah. Ah, 3-minute 45 video. Did they do drugs at Atari? Oh, I gotta see this. This sounds interesting. Alright. Let's see what they say.
You will hear stories of hot tubs in the lobby and drug use in the office. And I'm here to tell you that none of that happened in my department.
We started smoking pot right in our office. Rob and I were like the premier pot. Sorry, Rob. I and some other person who occasionally shared an office with me for 5 years at Atari, however that frickin' worked, we would just fire up right in the office. It's like, who knows why? It's like, this is like, it's illegal. It's like, it wasn't even a sense of privilege. It was just mindlessness.
I worked in a satellite office. I started in 1977, which was still pretty early. It was only 18 months since the 2600 came out. But there was no hot tub in the lobby of the office that I went to. There was no drug use in Atari, though I don't doubt that it was over where Howard and Todd Fry were working.
Drugs were consumed at Atari by all kinds of people at all levels of management, from the bottom to the top and all over engineering. Not everybody did drugs, but some people did, and some people enjoyed them, and some people abused them, and some people went to the hospital on them. And but by and large, drugs were a relatively nominal factor. Drugs, you know, there was a lot of marijuana, and it participated a lot in brainstormings. So we had the way of, you know, trying to incorporate drugs into our productivity model.
I went home and I smoked a joint, a little bit of cocaine and a little bit of psilocybin in it.
Whoa.
And I was sitting there, it was about half gone when I realized, oh, you could do that. And it's like, I put it out and I went and I wrote a page of notes. And my design for that kernel was exactly what it ended up shipping. It was like, it has a tremendous amount of effort, actually, to get everything organized.
You know, they did have good deliveries of cannabis in the inter-office mail. You know, that was probably the primary use of those yellow manila envelopes. So I think it was, you know, Fridays or Monday. I think it was Fridays when you get these really thick envelopes coming through the system. And, you know, and it was weird. It was like there was a guy working there, and his job was he was the weed dealer. You know, that was his sole job at the whole company.
What?
And there was a very straight German VP of hardware down the hallway in the building. I have no idea. He complained to management about the smell of pot smoke in the corridors. So they got him an office in a different building.
I have been asthmatic since I've been 12. I need drugs to breathe. I did not do drugs because drugs to me were something that let you get up in the morning, you know, and breathe. So and nor did I think I wanted to mix those things. The high of me was doing the work, and I was always a happy guy. So I just didn't feel I needed it. So I never did drugs, but there were a lot there.
Don't put too much stock in the fact that every Atari employee was stoned out of their minds while making games.
I mean, there was all kinds of drugs consumed at Atari, but the real drug at Atari was going into a store and seeing your product, seeing your game on a shelf.
Huh. That's kind of interesting, I suppose. Like, nowadays I think it's not really as taboo, but back in the day, it's like, wow. Sprint. Was this like one of the first racing games? Ooh, looks to be one of the first racing. Look how clunky of a control system that looks. Wow. Okay, let's give this a go. I'm intrigued. Oh no, it's a top-down racing game. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's a top-down racing game. Reset. Yeah, I don't know how this one works. I don't know how you control this one. Haha. What is your thoughts on the Bloodline story? Ah, Storm Eclipse, it is so good to see you. Yeah, SummerSlam. I was watching it on Mad Dog's stream. And, the way I'd say with SummerSlam was that it wasn't the best Big Four pay-per-view, but it wasn't the worst. It didn't really feel like a Big Four show. It just didn't. I don't know why, it just wasn't. The whole Bloodline stuff is gone a bit weird, but it's fine. I'll see how it goes, even if the title reign has definitely been overplayed now, but yeah, it's interesting. Seriously, though, Sprint 8, these controls look overkill. Like, I would not want to mess with them. The Bloodline, like the NWO back in WCW, it isn't as bad as WCW type deal. It's not as bad as that. Ooh, the video music! Yeah, I saw Tech Mode's video on this. What this was this is a... Oh, sorry. What this was a music synthesizer. So, like, you have images playing on the TV while you were listening to music. Kind of like how... Storm, I know you can agree with me on this, but... Like how Windows Media Player had all those visualizations? This was like how you used to get the visualizations back in the day. So yeah. Fire truck. There's a lot here. I'm gonna tell you guys this much. There is just way too much to look at here. Yeah, it was Father Time. Oh god, yeah, not popped in. Yeah, let's take a look at the game library overall, because there's a lot of games here. And then you get to 2600 stuff. You got some prototype looking thing. It's like so much here. Hang on. Okay, I thought that was Joust for a second, but no. Got like a lot of 2600, Sword Quest, and like, oh, there's a 5200. Huh. Oh, before I forget, what? What do you mean before you forget, mate? Not sure what's about to happen. Yeah, you got your 5200 Super System, 7800. You got the Lynx, which was their handheld console. Very interesting handheld. You've got some Atari 800. So this is their PC stuff. And then you got the Jaguar. Whoa! Whoa! I don't think the alert popped up, but oh my god, the sub goal, it just moved. Oh my god, stop! Oh, here it is.
It's him. I'm a Kamen Rider.
Storm!
Gaming transformed into Xaid and has just subscribed for 13 months.
Storm, thank you so much for the sub, man. It always helps. Thank you so much. Oh my god. As you can see, we got a new little sub goal thing up there. So, yeah, wow. And I just realized that the alert thing looks a bit small on my thing. Yeah, let me see what I can do about that.
Acknowledge me as your tribal chief.
Well, don't worry, mate. I think we all will be. Mate, thank you so much. You know this always helps the stream, mate. Like, oh my god. Legit, every little bit does help, so thank you so much, mate. Oh my god, but yeah, looking at all your Jaguar games, including Cybermorph. Wait, Cybermorph? Oh, Fight for Life. Okay, I know this is something we will definitely look at in the near future, because this game looks so... I don't know how you put it. Interesting? What was it? It was never officially really released? But it was supposed to be like the it was a 3D fighting game. But it didn't really work out that great for him. Pinball. Oh, you got Tetris 2000. Oh, Tetris 2000's on this. Oh, I am definitely intrigued. Alright, I'm off. See you later. Enjoy your stream. Thank you so much, Storm. You have a great rest of your day, mate. Hope to see you again soon. Oh, man. That is just... wow. Okay. That intrigued me. Okay. Let's give this fire truck game a go now. I'm curious what this is about. Oh, okay. I think I see what this is about. Right, I see what we're doing. Oh no, we crashed! I'm on my little truck. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Oh no! Wee woo, wee woo. Alright, let's see, where are we going? Where are we going? Damn it! I'm on my little fire truck. Let's get going, wee woo, wee woo. Oh my. Oh god, I'm really crashing into everything, I'll tell you that much. It's an interesting concept for a game. Like, you wouldn't think a firefighting game would be interesting, but here we are. It's like, I think it's like one of the early sort of 2D driving games. Like, you look at this and you're like, what? Alright, oil slick. I know, I'm trying to get to the destination here, game. Wee woo, wee woo. Wee woo, wee woo. Oh god. Okay. We can make it. I don't think we can make it, guys. Eight. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I don't think that would go well. Yeah, that's a very interesting game. You wouldn't think of something like this as being something Atari would make, but it's Atari. And we got the cabinet here, so let's take a look at it. And, oh, I see what they're doing here. Okay. It's a very interesting cabinet. Alright, what do we got here? Super Bug. Oh, it's an off-road buggy game. Okay, I see why it's called Super Bug. And then you have... Alright, here's the poster for Fire Truck. Interesting looking game, I'll tell you that much. I think that's where we're gonna put. Ooh, Super Breakout. It's Breakout, but super. Fuck! Okay, come on. Oh, that's how you do it. Oh. Oh, here we go. God damn it. What is with this game? It's like such random placement of the ball where it's like you don't know where it's gonna spawn. But there we go. Boop. Yeah. It's Breakout but in color. And weirdly a bit more difficult. What's this? Free games in one. Oh, that's what they're marketing it as, huh? Free games in one. I don't really know if free games in one could be considered a selling point for Super Breakout, but... Well, it's more Breakout, so... Guess that's a good thing. What do we got here? Luna Land. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, this is a vector game. Hey, where's... my guy? Okay, so you have to do it with the joystick. Yep, it blew up. But I think with this one, what it is like you gotta land it, and I probably would suck at this anyway. So yeah, there's the poster. That's a pretty good looking poster. I have to admit that. That's something you could probably hang up in a room or something. It seems so simple and yet so elegant. And oh, there's a new one! Ooh! Victor Scissor. A tribute to the classic vector graphics era. Okay. Oh, it was developed last year. Okay. I like the sounds of that. Huh. Well, you know what? I think we should save that for next time. How does that sound, guys? Save that for next time? Yeah, I think we should do that. It's alright. I think we'll save that for next time, guys. But yeah, so far I'm pretty impressed with Atari 50. I think it's an interesting collection of games. There's a lot of stuff that you wouldn't really expect, but definitely curious. Like, you look at it and you're like, what? But it's always interesting. It's alright, let's get this raid going. I know exactly who we're raiding tonight. Just gonna make sure they're still alive because, well, obviously you gotta make sure. And yep, they are. Folks, we are gonna be raiding a few buddies of mine who have been doing some incredible content. In fact, they're actually currently in the middle of a 12-hour stream. So, yeah. We're raiding into GGJK. Who, honestly, I've met those guys through Mad Dog and TCW, so honestly, probably get back to them and throw down the raid tonight. So, yeah. Let's see, is this gonna work on that, or is it, or am I just gonna do it on the other thing? Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do it on the other thing. But yeah, thank you all so much, guys, for watching. It has been a fun one tonight. Next time we'll be live will most likely be Wednesday. Getting back to our Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, because that's how it is. But we're going to be doing it 9 p.m. again. I used to do 9 p.m. a lot, but I didn't really... I stopped, but we're doing it again. So, right, thank you all so much, and as I always like to say, I will see you all next time. Take it easy, everyone, and I will see you all then. Johnny!